Hey, what's up, Terrifics? I'm Michael Artsis, and this is a BeTerrific VR 360 video here from CEDIA 2016 in Dallas, Texas. We're in the Amazon Alexa booth, and this is Dan Quigley. This is your first VR video. I'm excited about it.
I'm terrifically excited about it.
This is the Alexa house. There are two rooms. We're going to take everybody through both rooms.
Inside here we have 83 devices that have been integrated by a professional integration company called Bethesda Systems out of Maryland. They're a CEDIA integrator. You know, the CEDIA integrators are the ones that come in and they do the full Megillah in the house, right?
So I love Alexa, the Alexa line, the Echo, the Tap, the Dot. You have a new Dot out, just announced. And what's great is it can be used by somebody who wants to do it themselves with some Philips Hue lights and products like that and Nest. That's how I use it. Or you can go all the way up to the full integration and work with people who are using home automation systems and installing them like Questron, Lutron, Control4.
Exactly. In fact, in this room right here, we have an integration that is both Control4 and Lutron. And they work together. Imagine if you were, would have a house that would be aware of what time of day it is and what you could do with that, right? Something so simple, using the same command but getting a different result each time, but one that would be meaningful for you, something that would be important. So here we are, it's morning, right? And I walk in, and what do I want to do in the kitchen in the morning? I want to get some coffee, I want to, raise the drapes, I want to, do all that. So I have to just say, Alexa, turn on the kitchen.
Okay.
And now you see what happens in the morning scene is that we get the coffee pot started, we, raising the drapes, we have a different lighting scene, we're ready to start our day.
It's very nice, and I love when Alexa responds to you.
It is. Oh, it's you get that lovely okay response to you. And actually there was one, there's one thing that you can do with Alexa. You can turn that off. If you don't like to hear okay, you can get what we call an ear con.
Well, I think it's very interesting. You can do all sorts of things with Alexa. You can change the name if you even want, because maybe your daughter's name is Alexa. And you can also provide feedback in the app if there's a feature you'd like. And you guys read all that feedback, don't you?
All the time, you bet. And if anybody would like to do anything special with our systems, all they need to do is go into that app and give us the comments. Every one of those is read.
Wow. And I know you work with integrators very well as well and very closely. So then we did that. Are we going to, now it's afternoon, should we change?
Sure, it's afternoon, so why don't you give it a try this time? All you need to do is just turn on the kitchen.
Alexa, turn on the kitchen.
Okay.
And now we get a completely different scene.
And some music.
And some music.
I love it.
Right? So it's just, think about what that does for you when you walk in. I used to call it Captain Picard's stateroom, right? When you walk into the, his ready room on the Enterprise, and he goes, computer, play some music. And, something plays, he goes, no, not that. And it changes, and he says, no, something softer. And it's all from, his preferences, those pieces of context that we learn. And that's where this is going.
It's really amazing. Now, Dot is the top of this. Without this big speaker, this will play music, but if you have a sound system, you might or just want the Dot, or in some rooms you might just want the Dot. And then you've got the Tap, which is, it's not always on. You have to tap it to trigger Alexa, but you can use it as a speaker.
And it's battery operated.
Right, battery operated for up to 9 hours and more portable. I have one with me traveling now, so it's pretty awesome.
Well, we hope people travel with them all the time. I travel with one.
You can do thermostats, you can do all sorts of different things. And then it also integrates with products like Nucleus, which is pretty amazing.
Well, Nucleus is actually a very cool company. They've made a touchscreen here that has Alexa built in, right? So this has a far-field mic array, right? So it's basically an Echo that you can put on the wall.
So if I want to change the setting now and progress to nighttime, the time has changed in the day, but I don't want to say 18 different commands. I can literally just say to turn on the kitchen again. It knows the time, and it turns it on for the evening.
Exactly.
Wow. Alexa, turn on kitchen.
Okay.
And here you have it.
It's brighter, the shades come down. Wow, that's amazing, and I love that it's the same command, but based on the time of day, it knows to do different things.
So imagine if you were, if you couldn't speak, and we have occupancy sensors. If you look up there's an occupancy sensor. So when you walk into the room, it can automatically just do this for you.
Dan, this is amazing technology. I really love it. That room has Questron over there and Lutron and some Bose. Should we check that room out?
Absolutely, let's go.
So now we're in room 2.
Right?
This room has a Questron in it.
This is a Crestron integration,
Yeah.
also using Lutron as a lighting, and we have Bose in here as a partner, Nucleus as a partner, but this is a kind of a bedroom, if you think of it like a bedroom scene.
Sure.
And this is more activity based. So, what would you like to do when you go to a bedroom and not?
Well, I'd like to turn on the TV or listen to some music. Maybe I'd like to change the thermostat.
How about reading?
Reading? Yes, I do
You
reading.
do
You know what I
read?
do reading on though? My Kindle.
Your Kindle, of course you do. Right. So and now instead of coming in and saying good morning or good evening or anything, we can still do that. But let's just make it a little more conversational. Alexa, tell Crestron I'd like to read in the bedroom.
Recalling the read scene in the in-law bathroom.
Wow.
So now we have different drape settings, we have different lighting settings. You notice that the nightstand lights come up. For now, let's say you had gone to sleep and you want to wake up, right? So you say, Alexa, tell Crestron I'd like to wake up in the bedroom. And now you notice you get a completely different scene. We have the drapes raising, we're ready to start our day.
Yeah.
And we can also do things like, let's say it's time to go to bed. Alexa, tell Crestron I'd like to go to sleep in the bedroom.
Recalling the go to sleep scene.
And now
in the
you see
bedroom.
the office, and the door will lock, and the
Wow.
security system will be turned on for you automatically.
I think this is, a lot of people are very frustrated with home automation and their smart homes. You got multiple apps. One person in the home gets it, the next person in the home doesn't. Somebody comes in as a guest. What do I do? This is such a difference maker, right? And I think it's only going to get better in the future. I think it'll become a little bit easier to use, although it's very easy in my mind, and it's exciting to me. What do you see the future as?
Oh, well, the sky's the limit. If you think about the Star Trek computer, which is both the inspiration and our North Star for this system at Amazon, it's an information resource. It integrates with your life, and especially if you're if you're like blind or deaf. I mean, these are systems now that can interact with all people, not just the people who are sighted, for example.
Is anybody at Amazon surprised by the success? Because it seems like it's just blown up how successful Echo and Dot and Tap have become.
No, I wouldn't call it surprise at all. I call it thrill.
Yeah.
So we're just thrilled to see this, and I've been doing this for my entire career, and as I've been telling everybody but my wife, I've been waiting for Alexa all my life.
Now, where does this end? I mean, is this going to become our lives? Are we going to be like we're in the movie Minority Report, where he's screaming out terms like time check and all this other stuff?
Well, I hope it doesn't work out like Minority Report, but
I hope so too. But I didn't mean like that. I just meant, is it the point where literally we walk around talking, time check, this, that, the other thing?
Well, a voice interface is the most natural,
Yeah.
and it's the easiest for people to do and use. It's much easier to talk than it is to say get up and flip a light switch. But I think modality is something that we'll see the full gamut of that. I can't wait to the day where I can go turn that on.
That's going to be amazing.
And we're getting to that point.
Yeah, and I like that. You'll be able to allow people to come into your home and operate it the same way. And it's not replacing switches or anything, at least at this point, but it's really adding to life, making it more convenient, and in some cases, improving quality of life, as you mentioned,
Absolutely.
for blind, deaf,
Yeah.
and anybody who's disabled. We did a full interview, and that is on BeTerrific.com, and you can check that out. That really lays all this out in addition to the panel, which you can check out on BeTerrific.com. So with that, how about we leave everybody with a little music on the Bose system?
Sure. Alexa, tell Bose to play preset 1 in the bedroom.
That is pretty cool.
Okay.
Pretty amazing. All right, you're the Terrifics. I'm Michael Artsis. He's Dan. Thank you so much, Dan.
You bet.
You've been awesome. It's been a lot of fun. Your first VR video. Check out more on BeTerrific.com. Our archives are also on YouTube.com/BeTerrificTV. At BeTerrificTV on all social media. And don't forget, send us your feedback. Connect at BeTerrific.com, as well as joining our Slack chat. Until next time, be terrific.